Okay, let's talk about an emotion that, believe it or not, might be going extinct. And that emotion is boredom. It sounds kind of weird, right? I mean, who actually wants to be bored? But what if I told you that by getting rid of it, we might be losing something way, way more important? Boredom created art, science, imagination. Now we kill it instantly. This quote, man, it really gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? It suggests that the very thing we try so hard to avoid might actually be the secret sauce for our greatest achievements. So, what happens when we can just make it disappear with a single swipe?
So, to really get what we might be losing, we first have to totally reframe how we think about boredom. Let's stop seeing it as this empty, negative thing. Instead, think of it as fertile ground. This necessary void where big ideas have always come from.
I mean, think about it for a second. Before we were all connected 24/7, we had these quiet moments, empty afternoons, long car rides, just waiting. And in that nothingness, our minds were totally free to just wander, to connect dots that didn't seem connected, and to dream up entirely new worlds. That was the real breeding ground for art, for huge scientific leaps, for imagination itself. But that quiet landscape? Yeah, it's been completely paved over. We are now living deep in the age of distraction, where every single empty moment can be filled instantly, and we've gotten really, really good at killing that empty time.
Just picture this. You're standing in line at the grocery store, or maybe waiting for a friend to show up. A few years ago, that was just a moment of waiting. Now, it's an automatic, instinctual reach for the phone. We've replaced that idle time with occupied time, and honestly, we don't even think about it anymore.
And hey, it's not just about what we're looking at. The exact same thing happened with sound. A quiet drive in the car is now filled with a podcast. A peaceful walk in the park? Nope, gotta have a playlist. We've pretty much engineered silence right out of our daily lives, swapping it for a constant stream of noise.
When you put all these little habits together, a really clear pattern emerges. As a culture, we've traded stillness for stimulation. It's a fundamental shift in how we experience the world, from just, being present to needing to be perpetually entertained.
And underneath all of this, something is changing in our brains too. We're literally swapping one cognitive state for another. We've traded the slow, wandering, creative process of daydreaming for the quick, easy, and addictive dopamine hit we get from a notification, a like, or a funny video. So with all this nonstop distraction, is boredom really gone for good? Well, the answer might actually surprise you. Let's dig into what we've really lost in this whole shift. This is the million-dollar question, right? Have we actually managed to wipe out an entire human emotion? Or is there something else going on just beneath the surface?
Here's the truth of it. We haven't lost the ability to feel bored. Come on, we all still feel it. It's just that now we have a super low tolerance for it, and we have an immediate escape hatch right in our pocket. The emotion itself didn't vanish.
And that is the whole point. This is the crucial takeaway. The real loss isn't the feeling of being bored. It's what used to come after that feeling. What we've actually lost is the productive, unstructured, creative mental space that boredom used to force us into. That's the real casualty in our war on empty time. Okay, so this brings us to the final and maybe most important part. If we know what we've lost, the next question has to be, can we get it back? And what would that even look like in the world we live in today? So what we're really fighting to reclaim is this idea of mental space. And this isn't just about empty time, okay? It's the cognitive playground for our minds. It's the incubator for new ideas, the quiet room for thinking about our lives, the blank canvas for innovation. This is what's really, truly at stake. So let me just leave you with this one last thought to chew on. Is the next great creative revolution going to be sparked by some new piece of tech, or will it come from us rediscovering a very old skill, the ability to just be, to do nothing, and to let our minds wander freely again? Something to think about.